Everyone, I'm here with my daughter.
Hi.
What's your name?
Mychala.
Okay. We are going to talk today. I thought I would switch it up a little bit. I am so sorry for my appearance, but I really don't care. Stop. So, what are we doing?
Well, me and my mom always get questions about the industry and acting and singing and all that stuff and how to get started, the do's and don'ts, basically everything. So
I just thought I would interview her a couple minutes, maybe talk in the viewpoint of the mother, the parents, and then I thought it'd be a vital tool to have straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Is that? Okay.
Yes. You're a beautiful, beautiful horse.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Okay, so in my last video, I talked about the authentic self and the natural state, and this is pretty much it. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. You can just tune out and stop it if you'd like. So I've been asked very, very often, actually, how do you keep a balance? Meaning, how do you do what you do? Because obviously it's not easy. And maintain some type of balance in your life.
Well, the balance is like a key for me, like in life. Balancing everything is a key, and it's just about knowing what you can and can't sacrifice. So like, even like as a kid, I would have to like not go to pool parties sometimes, speak with my friends because I have an audition or a job or something, or stuff like that. It's just like seeing the bigger picture and knowing what you can and can't sacrifice, and kind of putting things on, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
priority list?
Yeah, like prioritizing. And then you get a little piece of everything. You get some of your social life, your joy, and your job.
Very good. Who taught you that?
Me. I taught myself everything.
You know where lion takes you, right?
Heaven. Next question.
I'm going to answer that as a viewpoint of the mother and the parent. It truly is up to us to. Acting wasn't taking up any more time than 20 hours in a gym at gymnastics. When you are at the level of intensity that she is and was, even from age 7 on, the younger children, I'm speaking to those parents, are going to first make sure your child wants to do it. To me, that's the biggest difference. It didn't seem like work for her. For me, it did. But for her, it was like she lit up. So that's why I go back to, on all my other videos, talking about whatever your purpose is, make sure you love it, because you're going to be doing it every day. I really feel like you would do this without getting paid. And that
for
to me,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
I could make a living some way, but yeah.
So for me, I think it's easier to have that balance because yes, there are sacrifices. You miss many parties. You had to give up gymnastics. You gave up family time. You sacrificed money. You sacrificed tons of summer hours and early mornings. And
my childhood was like it
was different.
It was different. Yeah,
School half day. I mean, you did
homeschooled for a lot of my schooling.
So, but it did. In doing that balance, I feel like it's a lot easier. One, if you show your child and you know the boundaries, but number 2, they love what they do.
Yeah.
So when you're in this industry and for this long, you have to love what they do. And so I think that is the biggest key in having balance.
Yeah.
I'm asked how I keep, quote, a normal child, meaning the world we live in, this Hollywood industry, this world, how does she stay grounded?
Crazy.
Yeah. And how do you think I've done that? And then I'll answer with what I think.
I mean, I think at like the core of it, it's just about you constantly reminding me, even if it wasn't like, hey, like, even if it wasn't a reminder, it was just you as a person, and you and Dad and Marissa, you always reminded me of like where I come from, and you've instilled in me, like the real values and like what God's purpose is for me and everything. So I think honestly it was just my upbringing, and not that you like beat it into me, but but like you instilled it into me so well, and coming out here and moving out here, you didn't let that dynamic change. It wasn't like, okay, we're in Hollywood now, we can be big shots. Like, no, I forget I'm in LA sometimes because it's still home and it's still grounded. So
Exactly. I feel that's gratification to me and confirmation that Jeff and I did what we were supposed to. I am asked that a lot. They think that Mychala's going to be stuck up or bougie or whatever word you want to call it. And I tell everybody it's simple. I don't care. I love the fact that she's found her niche, her passion, her purpose at such a young age. I love and I'm so thankful to God that He's brought these opportunities to her. With her hard work and dedication, mind you, and sacrifices, I'm very thankful. But that is what she does. That's not who she is. Who she is the character, is that girl that takes her paycheck and goes and feeds the homeless, or is so conscious of her money that she could have, let's just say, a lot, and be freaking out about having to put gas in the car that we bought. You know, just, I love her state of mind that yes, she has, but her first priority is what to give to others, and then how to save and live way beneath her means. And those are lessons that my parents taught me, and I'm glad that she was instilled with those and listened and learned. So I feel like it is an everyday battle. Not even a battle. It's an everyday lesson that we need to teach them. And it doesn't just have to be in acting. Your kid could be big man on campus or whatever. And knowing and just telling them that this lifestyle, this is all a blessing. And it can be taken away at any moment if it's not used and practiced properly. Mm-hmm. Okay. How did you get started? That's a huge one.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Do you want me to address that, I guess?
Yeah, I guess a brief overview.
Whenever a lot of people come to me, as well as you, and they slide in my DMs like, hey, how did this happen? How did you go about doing this? Because it was a really, like, weird and rare occurrence, because we went through a program that probably should have and could have been a scam, but luckily it wasn't. But I mean, there's multiple ways to get started. The main thing that I can say, and that you and Dad, I feel like Dad especially has always really instilled in me, is that, like, create your own anything. Like, if you want to be an actress or you want to be a musician or singer or whatever, just start. Like, just start. Just start making your own stuff and post it on YouTube. Just get yourself out there and really put yourself and put your art and your craft out there. And eventually, I mean, it's easy to get technical and say, hey, find a manager near you and find an agent and stuff like that. But if you just start and you start creating your own stuff, then it will grow from there.
Exactly. As a parent, I really feel like I've taught you to be creative no matter what you do. But my biggest thing was not necessarily telling you how to do that like your dad did, but just whatever you do, give 100%. And you always have done that. But how she got started was just a raw passion and a love for the art and the craft. So as the parent, to quote, get started, a lot of people that I've met out here who were young teens, like 18, 19, kind of like the age you are now, they're like, I wish my parents, I wish. I want to encourage those of you that might have a parent that cannot support the way we did. We picked up and moved. We went to Chicago 4 times a week, sometimes almost every day. I would work all day at school, go pick her up. I'm only doing that because my parents did that for me in sports and stuff, and I was doing it in gymnastics. And again, they were still good kids. They were still productive. They were still kind. But not everybody's family has the means to do that. So if your parents don't blame them. Just start when you're old enough to start. But Mychala's 1,000% correct. We're living in a social media age.
Yeah.
Work the system.
Yeah. I mean, you see all these social media people blow up even more than actors who've been working years and years and years. So really, we are in an age now where you can put one video up and boom, your whole life changes.
Yes.
So just start.
We're not saying stop there.
No.
Don't do the whole pity party. My parents didn't do X, Y, and Z for me.
Right.
But if they are supportive, you have to definitely put in the work. Even if you're 7 like she was and 11 like Marissa when she started, you have to put in the work. And parents, if you're not able to support to all of your ability, obviously most of us cannot move across the country. We can't split our families up. We're not willing to do that. At least support your child when they become of age, or get them the tools that they need to hone their craft. So that's in any way, shape, or form you can support, just on the level that might be a little bit different. So I really feel like that was about it for that one. Are there any other questions that you're asked on a regular basis, or?
Um, no, just like, I mean, basically, like you said, the main advice that I always give everybody is that you have to make sure that this is what you want. You have to make sure that this is what you're passionate about, and this is like you 110%, just like you say,
Yeah.
110% to everything. And otherwise, it's just not gonna work out, especially long term. It's not gonna work out. So
It's true, trust me, because I see parents out here on projects that she's done that are making their kid do it, and it's the saddest thing. And it's not just with acting or Hollywood; it's with anything. And people see her success now, and the level she's taking it, and wants to take it further. And I want to stress the hard work that goes into doing what she does, and what you do as the parent, and then in the support system. You have to be on set every day. You got to be driving them. You got to get all the tools. It's not simple. So just stay encouraged. Like she said, use the tools that are given through via social media and stuff, and make a way if this is what you want to do. Let us know. You can inbox us, Facebook us, go to My Authentic Me, Mychala Lee Actors page. Um, and we'll try to help you in any way we can, but just stay encouraged. And I hope this answers most of your questions. God bless.